What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
What's up, Carnheads, and welcome to another episode of What's It Called? It's the only podcast that does not know what it's called. And we've got a great one for y'all. Oh my goodness. We've got moon news. Here we go again. We've got Ben Shapiro's beard update. We've got that new segment where they pick a clip that's gonna like upset people online. And since I mentioned all those, they have to do all those, y'all. So strap in. Actually, don't strap in. Tuck yourselves in and let's get ready to go to sleep.
Tipping.
Oh,
We're tipping,
man.
dude.
We're tipping on our holes, everybody. Andy Richardson, everybody, with this week's intro to the podcast, also known as at Darth Plato on the social medias. Also, host of the podcast, Flagged for Content. Andy, thank you so much. And real quick, introing an episode is something you get at the $10 level of our Patreon.
Yeah, dude.
It's pretty early in the show to plug something, but
yeah, we haven't even done anything.
It's just one of those.
It's one of those days, dude.
Yeah, dude. Buddy. Also, since we are comedians who became comedians, definitely to just never ever do anything anyone tells us, even if the thing they're telling us to do would benefit us greatly. We will not be doing anything you said we would do, Andy.
No, that's right. Fuck you.
Yeah, man.
Time to get a clip.
Time for you to fuck off is what that. Time for you to fuck off.
Everybody needs that in their life. You know, everybody needs to know when it's time to fuck off.
Yeah, man. And you know what? At least for me, it's usually time to fuck off.
Yeah.
Most people I'm talking to are like, this ain't it, man. Fuck right off, Dave.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
A lot of people tell me to fuck off. It's like 2 or 3 a day. Well, how many?
You ever at a party and you're talking to someone you like?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're talking to a person you like and like a person you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a circle, and the person you like goes to pee or something, and then you and the person both realize you both liked talking to that guy. Now he's gone, and you're both like, how long do we have to keep doing this? Like, we both want to fuck off. We don't like each other.
We hate each other. I know, dude. You know what we should all do in those situations when I've been in there before. I think you should just stare at each other for a second and you're like, oh shit, we're fucked. And then you should say, what'd you do on January 6th? And they will inevitably say,
I'll suck your dick.
Because it's Alex Jones every time. No, dude, really. Those awkward moments. Oh, dude,
oh, it's the worst.
I
don't know how to do that because it's not even like I hate them. I'd rather not talk to anyone than talk to you. Not that you suck or I hate you.
It's just you're not invested in each other. You haven't connected. It's not a rudeness thing. I will say getting older is great for that. Like the older you get, the more you're like, it's okay that we don't really. I think I've even said to somebody before, like, we don't really have a lot to talk about now, do we? And they'll be like, and you only say it if someone else, if they definitely are where you're at, and they'll just be like, yeah, totally. We don't really know each other. Well, all right, see ya.
Yeah.
Ironically, that makes me really abortion?
Like them. Yeah. Now I want to talk.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, you're pretty
so
cool.
nice of you to leave. Instead of,
yeah.
So now I think you're great.
Yeah, totally.
It's the opposite. It's the I don't want to belong to a club that I do want to belong to the club of the guy that just walked away.
Right. Yeah. That seems exactly. I used to say I think the first girl I have a kind breakup with, I'll marry.
You ever doing a breakup and they start yelling mean things at you, and you go, "This is not helping."
Yeah.
this is now I'm even more sure.
It's
Now
always
that you told me I got a
confused
little
me.
dick.
Yeah, exactly. I understand. Look, having your feelings hurt and being mad, it's like I don't hold that against anybody from my past, but I'm not like that. Obviously, I'm drowning in feelings, but
Yeah.
when we're broken up, I don't have any need to like get you.
Right. Yeah.
I just go into a cave and I'm hurt and I get drunk and I cry and I tell my friends how sad I am. And
Right.
And it's, I don't need to be like your hair sucks or whatever, whatever you say to me.
I think there's some people that during a breakup they're in denial. So they're
Right.
thinking I'm going to be mean till they stop breaking up with me because they
That's
think
what
you're
it
still
is.
together and they don't realize it's already over. You're just delivering the letter of it
Right.
being of termination.
Totally.
And you're just like, now this is if I had known you were this mean, I would have broken up sooner.
So long ago. Totally. You who just likes to shoot a dead body. Just standing over a corpse, unloading clip after clip into it.
I think I'd be great. Like, I've never I've gotten broken up with once. And I remember she was like, she had this long wind up, and I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
And she
no
was
big
like,
deal.
okay, well then, I'll go.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
The last thing I'm gonna do is be like, listen here, bitch.
Yeah, fuck you.
I love you too much, you whore.
Well, that's the other thing is, and by the way, I don't mean to mischaracterize. It's not like I've had vicious breakups with everyone I dated. It just was very, even like the ones where it was like radio silence or just sort of like a goodbye, or those breakups that really suck where you're both just really sad and you like cry together and say goodbye. There was always like an air of contentiousness until like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago when it sort of what we're talking about started happening. And I think it's because I started dating people where we liked each other and started dating people where we didn't. Which I think
helps.
Most of your 20s is you dating people and you just hate each other. You're just each other's shape of the thing of the relationship you imagined in the storybook you made up when you were 6.
Right.
In like first grade, you write a little book in your head about what your perfect relationship would be. And then there are human beings in the world that are the shape of the person that's the other character in the relationship storybook. And then you spend your entire 20s meeting people that are exactly that shape and filling them with expectations that they cannot fill. And then at the end, you're like, why aren't you that thing I made up? I think that's like most people's 20s. But yeah,
it's so funny. I remember one time I had a girl and this is in like college, and we kissed, and I was like, hell yeah.
Cool.
And she was like, we shouldn't have done that. I think we should just be friends. And I was like, okay, all right then. And then like she didn't talk to me for like a week, and then she got really mad and she was like, I can't believe you just want to be friends. And I was like, what? And
but
she
you
was
said
like, yeah, I was like, you said it. And she was like, yeah, well, I was saying that to see what you would say, to see if you would say, no, I don't want to just be friends. And I was like, well, I wouldn't say that, because if you tell me you want to just be friends, I'm not going to override your
right.
Like, what could I say that to convince you not to? I just thought it was the weirdest strategy. And I was like, but that's not, why didn't you just tell me? If you would have said you didn't, I would have been like, well, good. But I was just agree. I have to agree. If you want to be together, great. And if you don't, that has to be the case. I'm not.
I know. I've had that a couple times where someone like wanted me to. It was like a setup. It was like a scam. They were trying to like get me to push back. Oh no, we lost Caleb. He laughed so hard he froze. Caleb.
Man, shit.
Okay, he's back. Oh man. If you're watching the video, that was pretty funny. He froze on a heart. Sometimes Caleb laughs so hard the internet breaks. There are 2 things that break the internet: Kim Kardashian's ass and Caleb Sinon's laugh.
Neither of them broke shit. Like the internet has not broken.
Yeah,
Not impossible.
I know. You know what I used to do when I liked a girl, and she would tell me she just wanted to be friends. I used to gather all my belongings and then swan dive into the friend zone. Just absolutely cuck myself.
Yeah.
And not even know I was doing it. Just and you know what I mean is I would just, luckily for me, I was never one of those guys. I feel like there's two types of being in the friend zone. There's a type of dude who's like lying to you forever and secretly resenting and hating you. You know what I mean? Like you like, and I'm sure women who are friend zone do it too. Just like, I'm fine being your friend, and then they just like write notes about how they're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Or whatever. This isn't nice. And then there's the other type where you just are sad all the time and hate yourself. Yeah. And that was me. That was pretty cool.
Right. Well, there's no worse way to start off a friendship than one person admitting they want to fuck the other one. That's probably
totally.
This is a rocky start. You know, I don't have any friendships, male or female, where they're like, I want to fuck. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, then I'll stop.
Right.
I'll stop wanting to.
Like, what you got to do, I started doing this once I realized that shit sucked. I ask a girl out, she says no. And I would just immediately say like, okay, that's fine. I'm just going to tell you right now, you're not going to see me for like 3 months. I'm not going to see you or talk to you for 3 months. And then after that, I will have dealt with it and we can be bros. And
yeah,
they're always like, oh, all right. It's a little weird, but it's just true. I'm not gonna like.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna,
see you tomorrow.
Yeah, no way, dude. I'm not gonna. That's terrible. Nothing sounds less fun than that. Oh, you just rejected me? Yeah, let's get dinner right now. It's not your fault. It's no one's fault, but it's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, I'm sad now and embarrassed. I'm sad and embarrassed. And I can't. No, there's no way to feel better.
Totally, no way. Oh man, you got to go break stuff. You know?
That's what I do.
Yeah, me too.
Every time I go through a breakup, I just listen to a lot of Eminem, and then I go, well, it's better than him. This is going better than his.
Bitch, I beat up my friends. I kick a 6-year-old in the ribs, dude.
I read an interview where that song Kim, where he just screams about killing Kim.
Yeah.
I read an interview where he said they got back together after that song, and he played it for her. Like, isn't this great? This is how much I cared about you. And she was like, that I don't like it at all. You're screaming about killing me. And he's like, what? And he's like, I was in my 20s, and I was like, I thought she'd think it was romantic. Like,
wow,
I love you so much. I made this song. And she's like, I don't like that. I don't like it. He's like, oh, all right.
Wow. You know what's funny though is that like I do really. Isn't it funny that we're in an era of musicians, artists in general, just say exactly what they mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like even Nirvana, it was like throw down your umbilical noose so I can climb up. It's like. His lyrics are fucking insane, and that's like one of their biggest songs, Heart Shaped Box. That's like the chorus.
Yeah,
he like wants to climb up into your uterus on your umbilical,
and he wants to eat your cancer, and you're like, rope. All right, well,
but like, yeah, I don't know. It like was pretty recently that that a rapper could just be like, I'm gonna kill you. Like for a really long time, it was like, I want you to come to my party. And it's like, I want you to, that means I want you to eat my pussy. You know?
Yeah. I want to see your love. And you're like,
yeah, it was all about seeing love. I want to love you forever. It's like, no,
yeah, if you're going to love him forever, you're probably going to have sex. But yeah, now it'll just be eat my pussy.
I want you to
number one on the iTunes.
My pussy
chart.
is wet. I have a wet pussy. It's one of the biggest songs right now.
It's like the
I
most,
have a wet
it's the
pussy.
only music video anyone's watched in 5 years. It was on the news.
Man. Dude, I'm going to give it 15 years max before porn and music are the same thing. And like, why wouldn't they be? Why wouldn't there be full fucking anal sex in a music video? Like, why the fuck wouldn't there be? What's the difference? Who cares, dude?
Yeah, I wonder if that's going to get hammered out in the negotiations with the Writers and Actors Guild. Well, you can't force us to do anal sex in music videos. Oh, come on.
Oh, what the fuck? Well, these companies are failing. We need your help. Yeah, man. The AVNs become the same thing as the Oscars. Oh, man. And this best picture goes to Anal Mistress 7.
At least
Like
then it
Meryl
would be movies
Streep runs on
people had
stage.
seen. That's the only way to get people to watch the Oscars. Well, we all watched it. We look at the view count. Anal Mistress 7 has 3 billion half of Earth watched it. So
yeah. It just becomes this thing where it's like, man, did you see that movie where Colin Farrell fucked Meryl Streep? That shit was crazy, right? Yeah.
James Cameron finds a way to.
Yeah, totally. He's just like, all right, I have an idea for a movie. It's called Sex. And he changes the sex into a $sign. Everybody in the board meeting fucking comes their pants. Oh, God, we're going to make so much money. Okay. And they're all blue. All right. Avatar 3, The Way of Cum. The Way of Wet. You know? They're in the water. Now they're wet for another reason.
How has no one done a song? Like, how has like Lil Wayne not done a song called Hard Ass Dick or something?
Oh,
Seems
man.
like there should have been a response.
Had
from the
WAP. We got WAP. Where's Had? Hard ass dick. Well, it's mostly because I think every rap song up until WAP was about how they had a hard ass dick.
But it wasn't called that, you know.
That's
It
true.
wasn't I think it must be because like a hard dick is less remarkable. It's like it happens in your sleep, you know, it happens on the plane. You know, you're not even thrilled about it every time it happens. So, but I guess a wet ass pussy's like, hey, look at that.
That's pretty cool.
Everybody's happy when that's going on.
Wow, that's a good point. Never upsetting a wet pussy. The hard dick is often upsetting. You know? Yeah. No one's ever said, yeah, get your wet ass pussy away from me.
No one's ever, I don't like, do people ever say that like with a stank on it? Like people be like, do you have an erection? You know? But no one's ever like, are you wet? No one, like, who's gonna say that?
What are you wet right now?
It's not gonna ruin a hug if somebody's wet.
Ruin a hug. Well, I suppose there is a level of wetness that could kind of ruin a hug. But then you would see it coming a mile away. You'd be like, your shirt is wet. Why is your shirt wet? Your pussy's so wet, your shirt's wet? Jesus Christ. You should go to the doctor.
Yeah, through your jeans and your shirt. Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow. We should also have more variations on it. We've got wet ass pussy. What about a wet old pussy? A wop.
I know this is like ignorant dude shit, but you know how menopause, right, happens? and you no more periods whenever
Yeah.
whatever age that is. I know it's not true, but somehow the first time I heard of that, I was like, oh, they stopped getting wet too. Like, because in my head, it's all one thing that dries up.
Sure. Yeah.
Which is not.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not.
definitely not what happens.
Of course not.
I would
but
know.
that was in that. But you think it because old dudes can stop getting boners. That's common. So in my head, I was like, oh, it's probably the same for ladies.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Also, there probably are people that have trouble getting wet the older they get.
Yeah.
And
you just don't see commercials for it. You'd see boner pills. My whole life I'd see those commercials, but I wouldn't see
yeah, well, I think
old
that probably
there's salt and pepper haired ladies
right
like fishing.
I think that probably there are, and it's definitely, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to assume it's everyone or even necessarily the majority, but I would think a sizable portion of the women who can't get as wet anymore are like, thank God. Whereas every man who can't get it up is like, if I don't get a boner soon, I'm going to kill myself.
It is crazy how, like, I would wonder what that psychologically, like for men, it is tied to the will to live. Probably too much.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that insane?
I know. Like fucking De Niro and Pacino both had a kid this year. It's
unbelievable.
Like, dog.
Truly, man, your sex drive has got to go down at some point.
You're 82 years old and you're like, I think I'm getting laid tonight.
Not only is Al Pacino 82, he looks like dog shit. He looks terrible. It's awful what's going on over there.
He always looks like it's his mugshot. Like no matter, he could be on the red carpet. You're just like, damn, he looks like he rolled out of a river.
Yeah, totally. How fast does your stubble grow, dude? You should shave in the limo, dude. Come on, man. You look like the fucking Unabomber. And you're one of the most famous people in history. Just like, yeah, it turns out being an actor who's famous for looking stressed doesn't really help you out in the long run.
I can't believe how long he's been alive. Like that first Godfather, he's like, okay, that's not me. That's not my family. Yeah. And you're just like, who is it? Like his voice is not remotely the same. His face is not remotely the same. It's like, I didn't know you could age like that. Like De Niro still sounds like he did in the 70s, like that's a little gruffer, but he still remotely resembles the younger person.
And he looks like he just looks like an old man who's lived a life.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like shit. Al Pacino, I don't know. Maybe it's like melted plastic surgery or something because it's crazy. Also, doesn't it look like his head got bigger?
Yeah, his head got bigger. He looks like Judge Judy-ish, but like a male Judge Judy that looks worse.
Yeah,
he doesn't look like old De Niro.
He looks like a South Park character.
Yeah, he does.
He does. He looks like,
and that voice is insane.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah, dude. Did you know that The Godfather was the third movie he had ever been in?
That's bananas, man. That's so crazy.
That's gotta not totally be true because IMDb didn't exist back then, so they probably don't have a log of everything. I'm just looking at his IMDb, but it says
that's
the first thing he was
close
ever
to true.
Yeah, the first thing he was ever in was he played John James in the TV series NYPD in 1968.
Wow,
I know.
What a career.
Yeah, totally.
I just can't imagine getting your third movie and you're like, this is as good as it'll be.
I know.
I'm a child in my third movie.
How old was he in that movie?
He had to be young as hell. I mean, he's 80s and that was 72. So that's 50 years ago.
He was born in 1940, so he was 32 in that movie.
Okay.
Huh.
Wow. He looked great then. I know some 32-year-olds that look like dog shit now,
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, he definitely looked like a baby. He looked like he was like 22. So good for him.
Yeah, I read that I was something like in The Graduate, Dustin Hoffman's like 6 years younger than like he just looked young and he just had a real baby face. Like she was not that. I think Anne Bancroft was just a few years older. And it's like,
Wow.
but she's supposed to be all this crazy MILF. And it's like, no, it's just
Right.
she's just in her mid 30s. But everybody's like, what an old woman.
You know what's crazy is that I didn't realize this. Al Pacino has been in almost no television. He played a character in one episode of NYPD in 1968. And then the next time he was on TV was in 2003. He did 6 episodes of Angels in America. And then
what the hell is that?
Yeah, I didn't know. I've heard the name of that show, but I don't know that show. 2003.
Oh, interesting.
An American HBO miniseries. So then he did 3 TV movies where he played Kevorkian. I didn't see that. I heard it was good. He played Phil Spector. I didn't see that, and it looked good. And then he played Joe Paterno in Paterno. And then finally in 2020, he was like the main character and still is. It's a show that's still going, Hunters, on Amazon. And I don't know. That's just so interesting. He just like aside from NYPD, all of those are like not really even TV, like an HBO miniseries, 3 TV movies, and then like that's wild.
Yeah,
just a film star. That's just fucking insane.
Yeah. And he's a million years old.
Yeah. What a fucking crazy life. No wonder he looks like shit. He probably thinks he's God.
Yeah. I wonder how many people get that old and start to wonder if they're going to die or not. Where they're like, am I just going to hurt forever or is this going to end? Like, I imagine some people literally have think they're immortal.
Yeah. I'll bet he does.
I definitely don't think I'll ever think it.
No.
I am 100% sure I'm going to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you ever think like...
I'm actually not entirely convinced I'm alive.
Oh, boy.
I wonder a lot.
Dude, as soon as I heard when I was a kid about dying in your sleep, every morning when I wake up, I'm like, no way. Look at me. They didn't get me again.
Yeah, dude. Every day's a victory. That's funny.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No wonder you're happy all the time. Every morning
you're
like, oh.
I truly can't believe I can't believe society. I'm alive, first of all. Society hasn't crumbled. I haven't got struck by lightning, hit by a car. There's so many things it could have been. I wasn't in 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I can't believe I wasn't in 9/11.
I can't believe how everything
I helped
just
plan it. Dude, it is so funny. Just try to start a rumor that you did 9/11.
Yeah, is that illegal? Is it illegal to falsely claim you did it?
I do feel like at a certain point you'll just get your ass beat. You'll just get a beat down.
I did it. That'd be so funny. You get all the media there. Everybody thinks you're going to announce for president, and you just announced you did 9/11. CNN puts it on. They're like, "Oh shit!"
Ron DeSantis just has like a nervous breakdown and fucking. He's like, I can't hold this inside anymore. It's been eating at me for years. I did 9/11. It was me and Lindsey Graham. And I just cannot stand idly by and watch the blame land on George W. Bush anymore.
Yeah, I gotta say, for a guy most accused of doing 9/11, George Bush seems to be handling it pretty well.
I know. He definitely, I think that his top skill is letting shit roll off him.
You got to admire that quality. You know, he's not hopping
Yeah.
on Twitter telling everybody to fuck you. I didn't do it.
Yeah, totally. He's just like, here's my painting of a dog. Meanwhile, like the whole world is like, you're a fucking war criminal.
And he's like, oh, all
come
right.
on,
Well,
man. Well, I'm not, but okay.
You win some, you lose some. And,
Yeah, totally.
you know.
Look, sometimes you eat the bar, and sometimes, people call you a mass murderer. Man,
every time I see a picture of him, he looks great. He's big smile. He's having a great time. It's like
totally.
Yeah,
he's always like, he's one of those laughing. Laughing.
I watched
Southerners.
a documentary. It was a new documentary about 9/11, and they got Bush for it.
Oh, wow.
They're asking him all these questions, and they'll be like, "So, what was it like?" And he's like, "Whew, damn!" Like he's like, all the trauma is gone. He's like, "That was crazy. That was crazy."
Can I tell you? That was a big day for old George. I remember that day. Man, they tell you not to forget, and I will not. You know what? Here's the thing. I didn't do it, okay? But that first plane hit the tower, and everybody immediately was mad at me. Everyone wanted me to do something, and I didn't know what to do. What do you want me to do? Sure, I'm the president, but no, I've never done this before. So everyone's like, what are we going to do? And I'm like, I don't know. What are you going to do? That's like definitely what George W. Bush thinks about 9/11. Like, oh, man, that was hard. That was difficult. I had never done that before. And they expect me to just know. What, you're supposed to go to school to know how to manage a like massive death event?
That was hard.
That was hard. That was hard.
So he's like taking his tie off. Laura's like, "How was work today?" Well, baby, I don't know if you looked at the news, but 9/11 happened today.
We knew it was coming.
And damn,
that was hard. Yeah, and can I tell you, this is how hard it was. For like years after, I made like hundreds of mistakes every day. Man, I attacked a country that had nothing to do with it. Fuck, dude. Everyone was so mad at me. I'll bet you that is what he thinks. He's like, they were mad. They were really mad at me.
I mean, for the 1-2 punch, it's like I think the only thing that saved him is that he did seem like genuinely clueless.
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
Because if 9/11 had happened under Trump and then Trump attacked the wrong country, it would be so much easier to hate him. You know, but
totally.
I don't know if you could fuck up worse than it happens under your watch, and you're like, "Don't worry," and then you attack the right. It's like.
It's such a massive fuck.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, we're gonna get him. And everyone's like, where are you going? Why'd you go over there? We told you exactly where he is.
Where are you going? It's like,
oh, come on, dude. Are you serious?
I didn't even know it was possible to invade the wrong country. Like, that's like insane.
It's so crazy. It's like hard to even hate him. It's so fucking stupid. And,
I can understand getting drunk and then you're like, oh shit, I mixed up my wife with a woman that looked like my wife. Even then, no one's gonna believe it. But it's like you didn't get drunk and invade the wrong country. Invading a country is a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, totally. Well, he had all these people around him that were just like wanted money or something, you know. and I'm sure he did too. But like, he was, yeah, that's what was funny. He was the face of it. He was this like blithering idiot who was the face of everything. And then there were just all these Mr. Burnses standing around him, being
Right,
like,
yeah.
kill him. And Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
God like kept trying to kill Dick Cheney and couldn't do it. Dick Cheney's stronger than God, dude.
He's gotta think he's immortal at this point.
No shit, dude. It's crazy he's alive. It's fucking crazy, dude. And how many hearts have been stolen to keep this fucking war criminal alive, dude?
At what point will he cease to be Dick Cheney? If he gets a robot brain and a robot heart,
yeah,
and like at a certain point, that'll just be a thing walking around.
Robo Dick. Man. Also, it's like, how great is it that there were no drones during 9/11? I mean, maybe there were some, but it was like a thing. And obviously, like, Obama did some horrible shit with drones. But I feel like if they were around, it would have just been it would have been like, they just like show up out of nowhere. And George W. Bush is like, well, we got this new thing. It's a flying robot. Flying kill robot, and we're gonna fly our kill robots over there and just kill everybody. Holy shit. Like, I just feel like it would have been a fucking nightmare. It would have been like...
everything that's around now would have been worse. Like, we're really fortunate. If Twitter was around during 9/11, much worse.
Oh my god.
Drones, much worse. Yeah. Oh, what a nightmare.
Trump, totally.
Dude, you've seen the clip of him on 9/11? It's on 9/11, and he goes, I think I got the tallest building in New York now. I'm not fucking around. That's what he said.
I had taken a sip of water when you said that, and I had to stop myself from spitting it everywhere. Holy shit. What a fucking lunatic, dude.
That's the
Just like an absolute crazy motherfucker. Yeah. So that's like really what it is with him, right? He's just the most self-centered man in the world.
Yeah. Wow, I got the tallest building now.
It turns out being self-centered, if you are actually for real self-centered, then you just will be racist. There's just like no way around it. If you think everything about yourself is better than other people, yeah, you're fucking, dude. And no wonder. And that person, of course, wants to like fuck his own kids. He's like a narcissist at a level like we've just never seen before.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
So nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Did you see what he tweeted about Chris Christie? Did you see that shit?
No.
So Chris Christie announced he was running for president.
Hell yeah,
like
dude.
Yesterday.
I can't wait. This is so exciting.
And Trump tweeted the announcement in Photoshop, an all-you-can-eat buffet in front of him, and photoshopped a hand holding a plate of food onto Chris Christie, like he was eating during the announcement.
Is that true?
Yes.
That's so funny. What? That's one of the funniest things I've ever heard of. Holy shit, dude. Donald Trump, Chris Christie. Oh, dude, my
it's
God.
Insane.
Dude.
And it was so quick. And it's like, who is on his team that's like...
Just
I don't think Trump knows how to Photoshop.
Oh my God.
Send it to him.
I just looked it up. This is so funny, dude. That's not Twitter though, right? It's like
it's his Twitter. It's his whatever thing.
What's it called? We should
Truth.
rename that shit.
Truth Social.
Truth
Social. We should rename Truth
Social. We should absolutely rename Truth Social.
Isn't it nuts?
And then Chris Christie said, he's a child. He's a baby. If we had a child that acted like that, we'd send him to his room, not the White House. God. Wait, hold on a second. Christie also called him at a town hall a lonely, self-consumed mirror hog. Wow.
Never heard that term before, mirror hog.
It's just narcissism. It's just, I never heard it either. But yeah, that's definitely just a Just call him a fucking narcissist, man.
Yeah.
Good
It's
Lord.
also funny that Trump can call someone else fat and no one call like.
Yeah, totally.
Like, no one's gonna call him fat.
Yeah, you're fat
It's
and
insane.
you got a diaper on. You can't be a fat guy with a diaper calling people fat. That's crazy.
It is crazy. I don't know why Chris Christie didn't just say you're fat.
Right. Or just like, you got a diaper on. I think that's what I would say. You're wearing, because here's the thing, like, you know, whatever. We all got health problems. You got to wear a diaper. You got to wear a diaper. I don't actually, but like, you can't wear it. You can't be making fun of people if you got a diaper on.
Yeah. It's just crazy that it's like this. Like, I'm imagining like Romney and Obama debating, and Obama's like, you got a little dick. You got a little dick.
Totally, dude. Oh, little dingy. Look at the little dingy over there.
It's like,
yeah, man.
Can't believe what's happening.
No, yeah. Trump would literally be like, hey, well, what you say about me might be true, but at least I'm not a loser. He would just be like, you're a loser.
Everybody's like, undefeated at debates.
Undefeated.
He did remind us that he was a loser. So,
oh man,
I think there's like a chance that he could go, hey, DeSantis, you got a little dick, and then a picture of DeSantis's dick like leaks. And then what if that's how DeSantis wins? It turns out he's got a huge dick. And then he calls Trump's bluff. I think that's the only way he wins at this point.
Dude, so here's another thing that I was like looking around at articles. So Trump posted that. And then Donald Trump Jr. tweeted a photo of the Krispy Kreme logo, edited to say Chris Crispy.
That's gonna help him. Everyone loves Krispy Kreme.
Trump Jr. then he captioned it with new Chris Christie for president logo just dropped. And then there's a super PAC that backs Trump called MAGA Inc.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that they tweeted something like Chris Christie will waste no time eating DeSantis's lunch. Jesus Christ, dude. These people, he's not wrong. They are babies. But babies are pretty funny, man.
Yeah, babies are fun. Everybody's laughing at babies all the time. Babies are funny as hell.
To have your to call someone running for president fat and then ask your son to do it too. It's so crazy, dude.
This is that phone call where he's like, hey son, can you Photoshop? You know Photoshop? Here's what we got.
Yeah, dude. It's such a poorly photoshopped thing too. God, it's incredible.
Jeez.
All right, we gotta do a little break.
Yeah, we'll do a little break. Hell yeah.
What's it called?
Welcome to What's It Called, everybody.
Shit. What's
Get
up,
ready
Richard
to
Carnes?
lay down.
We're
What's
the
up,
Potato
sleepers?
Boys? Hell yeah.
Lay her down, everyone. Tip
Lay her
on
down.
your dick hole.
Face down, ass up. Keep tipping.
Keep on tipping, which, by the way, means put the tip of your finger on your dick hole, non-sexually, for a small moment.
Yes.
And to clarify, you don't have to have a dick to have a dick hole. Everybody on earth got a dick hole, whatever you got down there. Just pick a hole and tip on it.
That's right.
Welcome to What's It Called. Our website is what's it called rodeo. Our Patreon is patreon.com/what's it called. Go there and find links to all our stuff. Sign up for the Patreon, and you get a shout out and you get bonus episodes, whatever level you're at, however affordable. And Caleb's on tour. He's got a big tour coming up. Yeah,
that's right. And I need you to come out to these, and I'll let you know. So I got June 16th, Lafayette, Louisiana at Club 337. Get tickets for that. That one might sell out. So go ahead and grab them if it hasn't already.
Caleb,
June
I gotta
17th.
tell you something, buddy.
What?
This episode came out on the 19th of June.
Oh, well, I knew that. So June 20th. June 20th. I'll be in Opelika. I think I'm saying that right. Opelika, Alabama at Rock and Roll Pinball on June 21st.
Ooh.
I'll be at the Statesman in Montgomery, Alabama. June 22nd. I will be at the Saturn in Birmingham with Ben Roy.
Hell yeah.
So come out to that. It's going to be great. June 23rd, I'll be in Atlanta at the Whiskey Exchange. June 24th, I'll be in Tuscaloosa at Black Warrior Brewing. June 25th, I'll be at OB's Bar and Grill in Lake Charles. And June 29th, I'll be at the Riot in Houston. And the Riot in Houston, me and Dave have both done it. It's dope. It's going to sell out. So get those tickets because those will sell out. But and as I've said before, I really need you to come out to these shows if you're anywhere remotely in the South and bring friends. Or if you're not in the South, tell your friends in the South because if no one comes to these shows, I will not make any money. So please come out.
Yeah, it's going to be, I wish that I could be at some of those shows, dude. That's going to be so fun. They're going to be great. Those also, it's like the right size run through a part of the world that you know very well. It's going to be cool. Make sure you go to that. Tell your friends. I don't have a lot of road stuff right now. DC Improv, July 20th to 22nd. I'll be, and then I'm like working on some stuff. I might have some more stuff in between then, but really I'm in Columbus, Ohio in October, and I'm in Jacksonville and Gainesville at the end of October. And then I think at the end of the year is when I'm going to be getting back to touring. So stay tuned for that. And if you're in the DC area, get tickets to that. Though I guess the ticket link isn't up yet. It will be soon though. Yeah, dude. All right. Should we rename Hootie and the Blowfish?
Oh, we've been waiting. We've had this in the hopper for years, and it's finally time to rename the worst named band in the history of bands.
Yeah, of all the things we've ever renamed, I think this might be the one that needs the most help, actually.
Yeah.
It's like, I think, Coca-Cola doesn't really need a new name. It's just fun to rename it. But Hootie and the Blowfish, like, it is unbelievable that they got away with it.
Yeah.
And continue.
And we're hugely successful.
Continue to be. I mean, they're obviously not as big as they were in the 90s, but they have a fan base.
Yeah. And the music's, when you hear the name, it doesn't sound like the music. Like when you hear the song, you go, I bet they're not called Hootie and the Blowfish, but that's their name.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. But man, I can't wait to get into these, dude.
Yeah, dude. You want to do it?
I went for names that I think were dumber. I was going to try and actually go dumber. Yeah, mine are pretty stupid. Yeah, dude. All right, I'll kick it off. Poop Scoop and the Platypus.
There we go. Bing Bong and the Ding Dong.
Ding Dong and the Crumpets.
Silly and the Billies.
Splash Mountain and the Fuck Boys.
Dumpy and the Shits.
Wallaby Will and the Funky White Guys.
Black Box 20.
Bleep Bloop McGee and Titty Town.
Dave Matthews Band 2.
Give me a honk on the Bobo Pizza Place.
Chris Gaines Nothing.
Click, clack, buckle up. It's time to kiss.
The Indiana, Ohio line.
Yum Yum Music for your 2015 Toyota Corolla.
I'm done. That one's great, dude.
My last one is Indiana Jones and the keychain my mom gave me.
Oh, wow. That's really funny. Good job, buddy. Holy shit.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
What a terrible name and band. Oh, my God.
So on Twitter, we did the prompt was, what if Hootie and the Blowfish was emo? And y'all got cracking. It was a crazy one.
I love it. Yeah. You want to start that off?
Hell
buddy?
Yeah. First one at Kick Acitrod says, My Chemical Blowfish.
Oh, hell yeah. No, that's great. At Worst Bios Ever said, Maddie and the Cryfish. That's great. That's good stuff.
Seth Mills said, Hold Me in the Sad Kiss.
At Laundry Pants with Darius Rucker and the Trucker Fucker with bangs.
Darius Rucker and the Trucker Fucker.
That's great.
At Real Joe Rogan 69 said, Darius Board Blowfish and all.
Yeah, that's great. At Fondle Punch said, I don't want to be with you. That is so funny, dude. Holy shit.
At Ensign hosted Cowboy D and the Hurt Feelings.
At Moses Rockwell with She Left Me Blowfish by the Stairs. She left me blowfish by the stairs.
At Max J. Kerr said the red cargo short apparatus.
Hell yeah. Oh, wow. That's great. At Larry Bolello with Taking Off Monday. Oh, that's funny.
And the Ricky shit this week from at Laundry Pants. Shooty and the Bang Bang.
Oh, that's great. That's great no matter what.
What a week. What a week, dude.
Y'all are the fucking best.
Yeah, we love you.
Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for jumping in and renaming shit with us. Every week we're at What's It Pod on Twitter and Instagram. Another shout out to at Darth Plato and his podcast Flag for Content for kicking us off this week.
Hell yeah.
Next week, what are we renaming next week, Caleb? I forget.
Next week is Succession.
Succession. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is probably gonna have some spoilers. We'll give you spoiler alerts. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I want to talk about that show. God, did you like the finale? I loved it.
I did.
Yes.
I liked every episode of that show.
Totally,
it was incredible. So
yeah, and I really they took it to its natural end, and I still didn't see it coming. But when it happened, I was like, yes, good.
Yeah,
like these characters are so sympathetic to me, and I'm such a fan of them now. But also, fuck them.
Fuck all of them. And it's such a tragedy. It's the funniest tragedy of all time. I don't think there's ever been a funnier tragedy.
Yeah, totally.
I laughed every episode the whole time at this horrible thing.
You know what I didn't know? It was Grand K's birthday this week that we were recording. And he's a good buddy, mine and yours. And Tom Takar is in town. And so I was hanging out with them and some other people for his birthday. And Tom said that he loved the Sopranos finale, and I love the Sopranos finale. And I didn't realize that it was famously hated.
Yeah, a lot of people hate it.
I knew that a lot of people hated it. I knew that. I guess I knew. So that's famously hated. But what I didn't realize was that artists didn't like it. And Graham, he was like, "What are you talking about? That is the worst ending to a show ever." And I guess I just didn't realize that people that like movies and TV, I can totally understand a casual consumer of television just being like, this isn't what I fucking expected.
Yeah.
And hating it. But people that are in the industry and have seen a ton of things, I was really shocked to find out that it wasn't beloved by people who are nerds for this shit. And I think that's really shocking to me. Tom was like, "Oh, I loved it." And I was like, "Are you kidding?" Not only do I love it, I think it's the best end to a TV show ever by far.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I still haven't watched the show, but I remember when it ended that it was on the news and everyone I knew who watched it hated it. I think you're the first person I met who liked the finale.
Oh my God. That's so interesting. That's so crazy. Again, I knew I guess I was probably hanging out with TV nerds who loved it at the time, but I don't know. It's shocking to me because I think it's special. I think that it's it has a similar an ending that I felt similar about was The Irishman, where the ending is
insane,
but insane in ways that you don't really. It's hard to say it's insane because it's not really eventful. It's it's just really, really fucking sad and poignant and how life is.
Yeah,
and you don't see things like that very often.
Yeah. And if you're one of these people, probably like most people who've only watched half of The Irishman,
it's too long.
It is too long, but it is worth it. I have never seen an ending like that in anything that was
actually that. You telling me that made me rewatch it because I had seen half of it and I was like, I can't finish this movie. This is 5 movies I've seen before. And then you told me that and I watched it and it's so worth it, dude. That end is fucking damn.
Well, that's what I want to spread because that happened. My buddy Blake did that. He was like, I was like, oh yeah, I started The Irishman like everybody else. And he goes, finish it. I'm telling you, finish that shit. And I was like, all right. And then, I couldn't believe it.
It's great.
Yeah, well, so finish The Irishman and lay it on down, tip your dick hole and face down.
pick a hole to call your dick hole first.
Yeah, and come see me. Come see me this week in the South.
Yeah, go see Caleb.
Yeah.
And come see me in a month.
Hell yeah, dude.
Or come see me in New York sometime.
Yeah, man.
I actually, this will be coming out after we do the show, but we're recording this the day before my show with David Drake in Montclair, New Jersey. And I'm pretty positive we will be doing that monthly, and we have another one in July. So stay tuned for that as well.
Hell yeah.
And we'll see you on the Patreon, or we'll see you next week.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
What's it called? What's it called?